All right, we are rolling. Hi everyone, this is Harmonious Vegan.
And it's your boy Fuego Style.
And we are watching a video of me making ceviche. And Fuego Style and I will be doing commentary as we watch it.
Yeah, this is the first time I've actually ever seen this video. Now, we had this ceviche, which is vegan. Anyways,
I should let you know that Fuego Style is a meat eater.
Yeah, I'm the meat eater boyfriend.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
All right, and we're looking at a big old wet cucumber.
Insert joke here.
Yeah, should we keep this? I guess we should keep this PG. You know, so we can get all those sponsors.
Sure. I was too lazy to find a peeler, so I decided to use my knife to peel it instead. But not the sharpest knife.
Yeah, that knife is kind of needs some work.
Yeah, you're gonna see me struggling with this knife throughout the video, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of comments about how my knife skills suck. I do have a ceramic knife in storage from my last place. I just haven't brought it out yet.
Is it sharper than this one?
Yeah.
I hope so.
It's a ceramic knife. Those things are sharp.
No, we should probably get that instead of using this dull knife. Anyways, so cutting into cucumbers.
Yep. So the inspiration for making ceviche, because this is actually my first time making ceviche. We were invited to a vegan potluck, and I never know what to make whenever I get invited to a potluck, vegan or not vegan. And the previous week of the potluck, Fuego Style and I went to Veg Fest LA.
The one in Woodley Park in the valley?
Correct. And we had a vegan ceviche from a vendor called Chicana Vegana.
Yeah, they had these vegan carne asada fries that were delicious. And I brought them back to Harmonious Vegan Hour City. And she was like, oh, these are so good. And I mentioned, yeah, I also saw they serve ceviche there. And she wasn't impressed. And then I mentioned, yeah, and then put them in these pink plastic margarita glasses.
Yes.
She goes up and gets one immediately.
They were really pretty.
That's how you sell it, ladies and gentlemen. You get pretty food. Doesn't have to be good, apparently.
It was good though, okay. And it was really good. And as I was eating it, I was like, I can make this. Now, granted, I'm not putting down Chicana Vegana because their ceviche was really good, but I was like, this isn't a hard dish to make. Like, I can make my version of vegan ceviche, and I put different ingredients than what Chicana Vegana put. But I thought it turned out pretty good. I thought it was a hit at the vegan potluck.
It was good. I mean, yeah, the potluck, it went great. It was much more presentable than what I brought. I brought vegan. What did I bring? Vegan elote.
It was like
a vegan elote off the cob.
It was like a chowder, like a corn chowder, but with elote.
Yeah, it ended up looking like a chowder. When you have it fresh, it's much better. When it's been sitting overnight and kind of cooled down, it looks horrible. So I don't think I'll be making that again, at least for public consumption. Unless people don't mind. Once again, she got attracted to the pretty food. My ugly food was delicious. I just pretty much not sold myself. Okay, anyways, back to the video.
All right, you can really see me struggling with the knife when I'm cutting up this onion. See right there? Right there. So I decided to film this because I borrowed the Osmo gimbal from work, and I borrowed a LED light panel, and I set up the light panel up on the cabinet so it can kind of light that one counter space right there.
I'm gonna send this to Gordon Ramsay. I want to tweet this to Gordon Ramsay, and he's gonna be sick of looking at the knife, and he might send you a free one.
Okay, I'm down.
He might embarrass you while doing it. But,
cool.
You know, is your dignity worth $300?
I did pretty good cutting those onions, though. Look.
It was edited. I'm kidding. What was it?
So yeah, and then I had the gimbal set up on the counter next to me on top of something to kind of raise it up a little bit. So I don't know if you noticed, but the camera has not moved yet.
Oh God.
It's been in this one spot.
No. Ugh.
What's up?
All right. I don't like mushrooms, and here's the weird thing. I enjoy the flavor. Like I'll have black truffle. I like the flavor of mushrooms. The texture bothers me so much. I can have them fried. I can have them baked. I cannot have them raw. I can't have them boiled. Although I know it boils mushrooms. Basically, I have to eat it very unhealthy for me to actually eat a mushroom.
I love mushrooms. That's why I put the oyster mushrooms. Because I looked up like 3 or 4 different vegan ceviche recipes, and there was the one that had the hearts of palm, there was one that had oyster mushrooms, and there was one that had cauliflower. And I like the idea of using hearts of palm and oyster mushrooms, but I didn't really feel like getting cauliflower. Although I would try the cauliflower one next.
No, cauliflower is getting expensive. It used to only be like $1.99 a head at Trader Joe's. Last time I was there was like $2.79 for a head. And I was like, man. Probably because there's a cauliflower shortage because everyone's using cauliflower. Even though it's been around for many, many years. My dad used to make all sorts of good stuff with cauliflower. I make this amazing cauliflower couscous, which may be a ripoff of Mendocino Farms' cauliflower couscous. But mine's is way cheaper.
Yep. So I'm cutting up the hearts of palm. This might be the first time that I actually worked with hearts of palm. I don't cook a lot in the kitchen, so.
Yeah, that's what she has me for.
Yep. The meat eater boyfriend can surprisingly cook a lot of good vegan dishes.
Yeah, it's easy. All you do is just make a dish like meat, just don't put meat in it. Very simple.
So there's the hearts of palm. And look at all the pretty colors that are in there now.
Once again, she mentions pretty.
I like my food to look pretty, and I like colors.
I mean, how can you tell it looks pretty when it's in your mouth? I mean...
You can't, but I think presentation is key.
I do like the hearts of palm, though. I gotta figure out ways to incorporate that into recipes.
You know, I think, remember when we were in Santa Barbara, we went to that restaurant, Oliver's, and had those crab cakes, the vegan crab cakes?
Oh, yeah.
I think that was hearts of palm.
Yeah, I guess I could make whatever
We're really struggling with the...
whatever seafood dishes. You know, I'm looking at this cut right now, this line, and I'm thinking to myself, you don't know the technique.
Ooh, I guess there's a special lime cut.
There's actually a special way to cut the lime. You can, I don't know how to describe it perfectly, in a term, but basically you cut it lengthwise. You know what? There's a YouTube video of it. How to cut a line.
Did you learn from Alton Brown?
No,
This is an Alton Brown.
I saw it in an MSN article.
Because I learned to cut my onion from Alton Brown.
It was on MSN where I learned it.
Oh.
I learned a lot of things from MSN. For you conservative folk out there, I don't really watch MSN or go to MSN.com for its political views. I go there because it's a news aggregator, and it's also one of the things that we don't block at work, so that's why.
All right, so picking the cilantro leaves off. I don't like to use the stem. Some people like to use the stem. Okay, this is me pretending to have better knife skills, even though the knife's not really cutting through the cilantro. I did it just for video, just for show. But there's no result.
Yeah.
I cut off the part where I'm actually chopping it, but not in a...
You know, thinking back to the stems, I don't use them very often too, but I do use them sometimes if I'm cooking the cilantro in the food. But if I'm using it as in a cold dish, I usually just use the leaves themselves, because I don't know about you, but eating the stems in a cold food, I would notice it. If it's in a hot food, like let's say I'm making...
Ooh, look at that.
I don't know, something that I grill with cilantro, then I'll use the stems, because then you don't really notice it.
I think about this time, all the smells, or like all the ingredients mixing in, and it was like smelling really good.
All I can smell is this basil plant that I put in front of me. Physically, there's a basil plant that I picked up from Vaughn's.
So it was weird because like when I tasted it, it didn't taste all that flavorful. But then, so I put it in the fridge for
Whoa, look
an
at that
hour.
fridge. It's full of stuff.
Yep. And then literally an hour later, I tasted it and it was like the most amazing thing. So check it out. So I put it in the fridge overnight, and then this is daytime right here. You can tell because you can see the floors now. And you can see a little bit of sunlight bouncing off of the stove.
Oh God. You know my butter knife can actually cut that better.
So this is the day of the potluck. So I waited to put the avocado in the day of.
Yep, good call on that.
This one was a hard avocado to peel too.
I think the timing of it, I've noticed the avocados I've had an easier time peeling were perfectly ripe. And sometimes when they get sticky, it's because it's starting to overripe.
Yeah, I think this was on the verge of overriping.
I mean, you can't really tell once you cut into it, but I do like it smooth. Like many things in life, I like it smooth. I'm gonna let that one linger there.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're cubing it up. I wonder if it'll work if you slice. No, you needed to cube it.
Or you can slice it and then just put, like, instead of mixing it right into the ceviche.
Have it like a topper.
Yeah. This is,
But then people would just
I
go.
like this. This is a
you know,
very
kind of mix it up.
point of view shot right here where you're traveling with the ceviche. I used very few shots in this video. I think I've only used like a total of 4 shots so far.
When she told me about this video, I suggested, why don't you make it basic like all those other YouTube videos where they put the food directly over and they do like a snap of the fingers and bam, 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 bam. But then we wouldn't have this commentary because that video would already be over.
Plus, like a lot of the food videos that I've done have been very quick and fast paced. I think I wanted to do something slow pace, like almost like you're just kind of. Oh yeah, this is us at the potluck now at Brewery Thoreau in Anaheim.
Yeah, it was in Anaheim.
You can see some of the dishes in the background, just a little bit. I see that barley salad that someone brought and a fruit bowl
And then there's the beers.
beers.
The beer samplers.
There was what else was there? There was spring rolls.
There's my corn thing.
Yeah.
So this, my only knock, it has oyster mushrooms. Because I don't like mushrooms.
But anyways, that's the end of the video. And
Look at that pad net, Long Beach pad net.
what was your initial thoughts when first tasting the ceviche?
I was really shocked at how good it was. And she's looking at me like, well, what do you mean? My food sucks? No, your food doesn't suck. But I was surprised at how much of the flavor came through for just ceviche in general. I guess because ceviche really, you taste more of the tartness and the acidity rather than the meat itself. I don't know. I mean, I don't eat ceviche that often, but when I eat ceviche, I usually notice the first thing is that strong tart flavor. And this had it.
Yeah. But anyway, I was impressed. I think this is gonna be one of my go-to potluck dishes. So yeah. So anyways, thank you for watching the video. This is Harmonious Vegan.
And Fuego style.
And we'll catch you later. Bye.